warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everybody, I'm Dua Nadir الطحلة. I'm here now to present this beautiful topic, which is about the theme of revenge in Hamlet play. I will give you a little background about Shakespeare and about how Shakespeare used this topic of or theme of revenge in Hamlet play. So let's start. A revenge in the theme of revenge is the most important theme in the play, and it reflects in many scenes in Hamlet play. So, a revenge play by Hamlet, it's an emotion that naturally appeals to dramatists since it provides a rational and consistent framework for depicting human emotions. Revenge is an act carried out in relation for an injury. Shakespeare delves fully on the theme of revenge in the tragedy of Hamlet. Hamlet appears to be idle in the play before the ghost appears to the sentinels. He is filled with acts as a result of his understanding of treachery. Laertes and Fortinbras are in the same boat. Revenge, or the desire to avenge an injury, it is a strong, normal, and potentially deadly human feeling, as we know that. A chain of events may readily be observed that begins with an original crime and ends with a winning of that crime. So, the revenge tragedy of Seneca and Thomas Guide, I will talk to you about the revenge tragedy of the character Seneca or the person Seneca and Thomas Guide in their life or in another play. So, early and successful examples of the dramatic use of revenge are the Spanish tragedy and Titius Andronicus. In both plays, this play and Hamlet play, an injured man has difficulties finding and assaulting the persons who have damaged him because they are both powerful and well defended. To exact vengeance, patience, ingenuity, and unwavering resolve are required. In the Spanish tragedy, Hieronymo avenges the murder of his son Horatio, and in great myth, Titus Andronicus imitates Theists by feeding his enemy Tamora, queen of Goths, minced carcasses of children cooked in pie, after which she eats it. He murders her. Characteristics of revenge plays. It deals with a serious crime, triple and unnatural murder. A close family or close friend is enlisted to avenge the crime. The crime committed is revealed by the ghost of the dead. Also, the scared duty of vengeance is accepted, and vengeance is exacted with devastating results. There is a lot of gore and physical horror. The use of fighting, violence, psychosis, adultery, and even incest is exhilarating and dramatic. Hamlet, a revenge drama with a twist. Hamlet is more than just a revenge drama. The retribution element, blood and horror, is developed and elevated above the level of cheap melodrama. Ghost has symbolic meaning. It is not only a source of terror, but also a symbol for the hidden, unknown energies that lurk around us. It is a tool of justice used to punish the wrongdoer. Also, it is not only a revenge tragedy, but also a tragedy of the human soul. This the play of Hamlet. It is not only a revenge tragedy, but also a tragedy of the human soul. Hamlet's anguish in melancholy, reluctance, and incation at a critical juncture in his life. Each facet of his multifaceted personality, he epitomizes one or more phases of human nature. Hamlet, revenge, or also we keep in this point. His life observations, the truths has speaks from time to time, are as relevant today as they were when in they were spoken. His tortured soul is exposed in front of us, elevating the play above a crass melodrama of revenge play. These three personalities are shaped by their uncontrollable desire for visions. Hamlet is a philosophical observer who is first upset by the news that his mother is now married to his uncle after his father's death, but he has yet to exact revenge. So I will speak about now. I will speak about how the characters die and the relationship with between die of characters and the revenge. Um, One, death in Hamlet play. Hamlet begins with when Claudius kills the king, his brother. At night, the king's ghost appears and tells Hamlet the truth about his death. The king orders Hamlet to seek revenge for his unnatural death. Death becomes a dominant theme throughout Hamlet, as we know, and we talk with Dr. Rifat. King Hamlet's death. Also, King's Hamlet death. Claudius put poison on his brother's ear because he wants to become the king. This way, how the King Hamlet death by Claudius. Polonius' death. How Polonius' death? Polonius' death while Hamlet is telling the true story about the king's death to Gertrude. Polonius is listening to them behind the curtain to learn about Hamlet's madness. Hamlet thinks the person who is behind the curtain is Claudius, so he stabs him, unfortunately. Rosencrantz and Guildenstern's how death. Rosencrantz, they are Hamlet's friends, but they betray him with Claudius. They are, in my opinion, they are bad friends to Hamlet. They are betray him with Claudius. They go with Hamlet to England because Claudius sends a letter to King of England. The letter says that they have to kill Hamlet by Claudius' order. Um, Also, how death Ophelia's. She's mad about Hamlet's love and her father's death. One day she goes to the river to pick flowers. She falls out into the river and she drowns. The Ophelia's death is mysterious because some people think that it isn't an accident. So it is. Some talk this and some talk this. Take this. Um, and Laertes, how Laertes death. Laertes fights Hamlet in fencing match. He uses a poisoned sword. It was a trick created by Claudius and Laertes. Hamlet exchanges swords, so he kills Laertes with his own sword. Also, another character is Death, but I will not talk about them because we know that the death of them. Um, Okay, the spirit only when the ghost exposes the betrayal that led to Hamlet's father's death and demands for vengeance for his wicked and most unnatural murder does Hamlet find a new means to express his prior hatred and grief. He declares in front of the ghost that the time is out of science, but that he was born to put it right. This is the say by Hamlet. This said by Hamlet. The concept of revenge can be analyzed philosophically through Hamlet's character. Betrayal comes before vengeance, along with his father's murder. Hamlet avenges or revenges that treachery of his two friends Rosencrantz and Guildenstern by forging the letter to the King of England in which Claudius ordered Hamlet's execution. And also, Hamlet demonstrates the moral considerations and principles of life that underpin his decisions. Hamlet is fighting a battle within himself. In his mind, vengeance begins with words. He is drained by inaction. What a jerk am I! He exclaims, compelled by heaven and hell to exact my visions. I must, like a whore, unpick my heart with the words and curse like a very drab. Hamlet and Laertes. There are a relationship between Hamlet and Laertes, and this show in 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 a lot of scene by showed Leah, Hamlet, and Laertes. Since learning of Hamlet's escapes with his sister Ophelia, Laertes has been against him. He is introduced in the play with a clear animosity toward Hamlet. He asks Ophelia to mistress Hamlet's will before he leaves for French. Polonius is mistaken for Claudius and stabbed by Hamlet during his stay in French. In my opinion, Laertes is bad person. He is advised his sister Ophelia to against Hamlet and also advised to disconnect and not talk with Hamlet and talk about Hamlet is he is bad and should to not talk with him, but the bad person, the real bad person, and the truth bad person is Laertes, not Hamlet. Laertes is bad person. He is not act a truth acts and actions. He go to French and take money for his from his father to 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 expensive it for bad things. So he is a bad person. This news has upset Laertes. Claudius pledges vengeance under Claudius' instinct, which is amplified when he learns that Ophelia has drowned herself. When Hamlet's retribution is first figured out in his mind, he pursues it in active manner. Since the beginning of the play, Fortinbras has been resolved to reclaim the lands from the Kingdom of Denmark. He seeks vengeance for what Hamlet's father did as a king. He moves his troops closer to the capital in a devious manner. In a devious manner. Revenge in a different dimensions. I will talk about revenge in a different dimensions. Shakespeare may be offering us the easiest way to avenge ourselves through his easy victory at the end. The concept of revenge is covered in all of its facts as a whole. Claudius arranges for a fencing battle between Laertes and Hamlet, but fate has other plans, and Gertrude is accidentally slain when she drinks wine, reportedly poisoned for Hamlet. Laertes dies in the struggle, but not before making apologize with Hamlet. I think, in my opinion, also, I think the mother of Hamlet is love at the end. It is appears that the real love as a mom, as a mother, to Hamlet at the end when she drank the poison. Um, when she drink the poison, at the beginning, she not appears the attention and the care and the love for her son Hamlet, and not cares about his feelings after his father is die, and take leave it alone without a care of him. But at the end, in my opinion, at the end, she appears a lot of cares and a lot of love to his son, and she knows after also, especially after she knows the the real and the truth about his wife Claudius. So I think this is my opinion. Um, revenge Revenge can also have a claiming effect, but it is Hamlet who uses revenge in a completely different way. He cannot just kill Claudius without analyzing the morals of the time and place, which is why he didn't kill him when he saw him praying. One of the central themes of the drama is vigilance, and or revenge. One of the most central themes of the drama is revenge, and it is varied ramifications. Finally, revenge can also have a claiming effect, but it is Hamlet who uses revenge in a completely different way. He cannot just kill Claudius without analyzing the morals of the time and place. which is why he didn't kill him when he saw him praying. One of the central themes of the drama is vengeance and its varied ramifications. So this is I think this is the finally and the end. I love this play very much. I love especially I love the theme of revenge, and how Shakespeare is appeared it as in a beautiful way, in a fascinated way. I think Shakespeare is a great person, especially in this in all plays, and especially in this play Hamlet. I consider the play Hamlet is a great play ever. I don't read play like this play, and I love so much Shakespeare, and I love his poems, his plays, and everything he writes. Um, and this is I hope that you enjoy to watch this presentation, and this how I clarify the theme of revenge in this play. um, Thank you very much, and goodbye.